Hello, this is Malorian, and this is the Org Tactical team, and this is going to be kind of a little extra, because somebody asked this question. It doesn't really have to do with tactics, I guess you could say it was in a while, but I just wanted to throw it in there, just because it's a good thing to have in with gaming. And the question I got is, they saw my armies. Some people know how quickly I get my painting done, and so they asked me, Malorian, how do you do all this painting so quickly? So I thought today I'd just kind of bring up speed painting, or even just, painting for amateurs like myself, because I'm no professional painter. I don't do all these crazy highlights and all these things. I just make it so that it's usable, but at the same time looks fairly good. So let's grab a unit here. Here we have a unit of almost 30 night goblins, and now this took me probably, I mean, this could easily be done in a day, no problem. Say 4 hours, these would all be done. And one of the things to do when you're looking at them, when you're wanting to do your speed painting, is look at the model and try and decide, oh, that's going to get nice and blurry, what's the most predominant feature or color on the model. So for this one, of course, it's their black robes. So the first thing I'm going to do is paint the entire model black. Doesn't matter if I use black primer to begin with, I'm just going to put black everywhere, cover everything in black. After you're done that, you're just going to start your way from the inside out, because the worst thing or last thing you want is to do a bunch of detail work on an outside of a model, say something like their shield or arms, and then realize, ooh, I have to get in this crevice here and wreck that outside detail. So you want to get that inside detail first and work yourself out. So for these, that'd be things like, on the inside, he has his hand on the inside of the shield. So okay, I'll do skin next. And then after that, I could do the brown for the shield and the weapon. Nothing stopping me then doing the silver, the eyes, the teeth, the moon on the shield, bang, done. So you might notice there was zero highlighting whatsoever. There's all the rules of the 25, 50, 25, and for those who don't know, that's the idea of shading, where if you want to do shading on a model, the middle 50% is the main color, and then the 25 on one side is the lighter, the 25 on the other side is a darker shade of that color. If you do all this shading, it could take forever, and the thing is, I mean, look at this. I'm going to have a horde of these. In my list, I have close to 300 models. Do you think anybody's going to notice what one model looks like? And that's almost the psychological aspect of it. You're better off having a full army painted than a couple of models, spectacularly, golden demon painted, but then all the rest is plastic and metal. So nobody's going to notice. Get them all done, and there's gonna, when you see a whole block painted, it just kind of looks better, and these little details just kind of fade out into a kind of awe, like, oh, look, a fully painted model. When I do shading, I do it the cheap way, and all I do is a wash. GW has those washes you can buy now. Personally, I just water down to black, and I just all over the model, done. And of course, that fills in all the crevices, all the spots that, for that 25% that you would be making a darker shade, that's filling up with that wash and is turning darker anyway. So, good enough for me. Look at the full army, you can't even tell. And that's really it. The other thing you want to do when you're doing these is make sure to batch paint. So, for me, what that usually means, depending on what the model is say if I'm doing a Saurus, I'll do 5 or 6 at the same time. So yellow, or your one color all the way across the board, next one all the way across the board, and if it's something like night goblins, I'll do those in batches of 10. So all 10 I'll be doing black, then all 10 I'll be doing that green skin, and then same thing. And a big part to making this batch painting work is that if you ever do have a mistake that, oh man, I went too far, now I got green on his shield and blah blah blah, don't fix it right away. Finish the batch first, then clean up your brush and correct it. Because if you find yourself, for every little fix that you're going to be going back, you're going to break down, and it's going to turn into a model by model basis. And then sometimes I'll just leave it to the very end, especially if these mistakes are on the outside. I'll just go through, I'll get all the main colors done, and then I'll kind of have like a cleanup phase where I'll go through and fix up then each one, just a little spillover wherever it is. And again, I mean, if you do have it, if say you're doing your green and it slightly spills over onto the robe, say with like a millimeter, you think anybody is gonna notice? Can you tell that this guy right here, the green went a little bit too far in his robe? No. So really keep that in mind. Make it fit for purpose. If you are going to be turning in for a golden demon, then okay, do that. But otherwise, just make it so at least it looks like it's all coherent, and having this, the army has its whole, it's all been painted, all been done. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Just a quick little amateurs lesson on how to do speed painting, and yeah, enjoy. And what is this? I think next time, I can't remember what we're talking about next time. It's going to be a surprise. So come here and let's see what it is. Okay, bye.